Hi, I'm Kristina from Two Peas in a Bucket. Welcome to another week of Kristina's Picks. This week I'm going to talk about including memorabilia in your scrapbooks. This idea was prompted to me this last weekend. I was working on a layout, and I'll show you really quick, of my daughter where she won an award at school, and I wanted to include it in her scrapbook, but I didn't know how I should be doing this, and so I actually just attached it really quick to some cardstock, and so that it would have some firm background. And I didn't want it touching any pictures because I know it's not acid free, so I just did it this way. Another really great way I could have done this is by taking a picture of it or scanning it and reducing it and putting it and printing it on acid free cardstock. So if you do have something that is really big artwork, especially kids artwork, that would be something that I would do, is take a picture of it and then or scan it and make it really small so you can include it. Also, that way it doesn't take up a whole lot of room and you don't have a huge bulky bin like I do full of artwork. But what I did though is it kind of made me think of different ways in which you can keep memorabilia in your scrapbook. And I came up with all kinds of different products and different items that would be great for doing that. A lot of envelopes. There's a lot of envelopes. Maya Road has envelopes, which are really easy to include. If you want to just punch a hole or attach some adhesive to the back of it and then attach it to your layout. These are really nice because they have the little string, so you could open it and close it as many times as you wanted. Whereas if you wanted to include envelopes like these, I picked these from Hero Arts. They've got a rainbow of colors that are meant necessarily for card making, but would be really, really cool if you're making a themed album and you want it to include several envelopes, and so then you have them all in the same color and you get a whole package, of course. But these you wouldn't be able to open and close as many times if you wanted to seal them. So, I mean, the flap is long enough that it would probably stay closed in a scrapbook, but if you wanted to seal it for a later date to open, the other thing would be tucking the flap inside the card so that the items stick out so you can kind of see what's inside there, or punching some holes at the top and tying a ribbon here to keep it closed, and then you just have to untie the ribbon to open it. There's a lot of different options for that. Obviously, these aren't clear, so you won't be able to see what's in them unless you have them stick out on top, which is sometimes a good thing. Excuse me, because then people don't know what you have in there if you want to hide some journaling or something that's really important to you. This is a Seven Gypsies photo folder. It's made of manila folder. These are really great. You can, again, attach these to a scrapbook page and just fold your items inside of it and tuck them inside there. Again, you can't see through it. They've got these big giant manila pockets. There's some in many different sizes. And again, it's manila, so you can't see through it, but they are really nice in that you can decorate them, paint them, cover them with paper, cover them with stickers, distress them, do anything that you want to do, and you've got the perfect embellishment to your project without having to buy all different kinds of things. Like this one is the Gypsy ones from Seven Gypsies. It's multi-pack. It's got several different sizes. I'm going to flip it over so you can see the different designs on the back. You can see there's some that are like the card size, some that are like gift card size. They have different flaps. These ones are scalloped. So those ones are a little more design. You won't be able to embellish them as much as the others. And then they also have some craft size ones, some craft ones, which are kind of like the Seven Gypsies, the Maya Road, because they're craft also. But again, you can't see through these, but they're kind of fun in that you can hide all kinds of things in there, put a lot of different things, and they hold a lot of embellishments. There's also the glassine envelopes. I'm sorry, I grabbed these really quick. This is from the Findings from Making Memories. I've shown you these before, but these are more like a vellum. You could take that decorated strip off and then you can kind of see what's inside there, but not very clearly. They're a little thin though, so you have to be really careful with them. They get wrinkled easily, but if you want to kind of see what's inside them, you can do something like this. The next thing that I did was I pulled a lot of page protectors. I did it in my Disney album. Some of you have seen this in my site. I'm sorry, in my account on the site. This one I used just a plain map, just a plain 8.5 by 11 page protector within my 12 by 12 album so that I could include something like this. And what I did was, in these I actually used the ones that you can do the 4 by 6 photos in so that I could do some scrapbooking and include some photos. What I could have done also, had I wanted to include some embellishments, is taken one of these pages or one of these sections and put my embellishments inside there and then adhered this shut. They're pretty good. I don't think things can get through them. This is actually the back side, so you can't get the flap. But if you wanted to put some embellishments in there and tuck them way into the side, they would definitely stay in there. You could also use them and put a ribbon on there to hold it shut, or put a strip of adhesive and then put a sticker or a piece of paper or something on the design to cover over it if you didn't want people to see it. The other thing is that people have used slide protector pages or baseball card protector pages, a lot of different things. I pulled a whole bunch of different pages from American Crafts. They have vertical ones you can hold 4x6 photos in. They also have them so they're horizontal, which I used on that page that I showed you. A lot of different options for these. Ready-made pockets. They're nice because they can hold bigger items. If you don't have just a tiny ticket stub, you could put a bigger item in there or fold something big in there. If you didn't want to see what was in the back, when you flipped it over, you could easily stick a piece of paper or a vellum or something else behind your memorabilia. A lot of different options for these. And let's see, I grabbed a couple other more page protector types just really quick. That one has both vertical and horizontal. This is just a 6x12, 3 different pockets, so you can just do a few items if you wanted. And then I grabbed just plain 6x12, which is all open. This would be great for putting in a map or folding up several pieces of things or an award or something like that, something long and tall if you needed that, or just a regular, this is a 6x6. They also make them in a 4x6, and you can put something in there. These would be really nice, especially at 4x6, and then you don't have to worry about what's also in it. You could easily zip it through your sewing machine or put some ribbon holes in it and lock everything in there, and then you just have a tiny page in between all your other pages of your memorabilia as a pocket. The last thing that I did was, excuse my bad sewing on here, was used an older 8.5 by 11 page protector that I had just to demonstrate what you could do with this. Is you could make multiple size pockets if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to use the whole sheet. This one I did this way. I put a die cut down inside here. You could put confetti, die cuts, memorabilia, anything you wanted. Zip it through your sewing machine again to create that as a single pocket. Put something in here, create another zip line to create a different size pocket. You could do a lot of different varying size pockets. Put one here, something down inside there, create a couple more pockets up here. You could have a whole page full of your own individual pockets that you made with all of your different sizes memorabilia right inside of it. And even if you don't have a sewing machine, it would be really simple just to put a piece of adhesive down inside there, or glue dots or something like that, and use, or a stapler. You could definitely use a stapler. A lot of different options for these. I really like this idea and think I'll probably be doing that in my next Disney album. I've got a lot of little pieces of memorabilia and things like that that I could include in scrapbooks. I even brought one of my things to show you that I've been collecting a lot of memorabilia, just random little things. Sometimes it's kind of nice to create just a page around the memorabilia. You might not have a photo of the event, but or even, it doesn't even have to have journaling. It could just simply be a ticket stub or something, and having that all on its own would be great. Something that you yourself will remember. It was a great time in your life. You could even create a whole mini book just of random pieces of memorabilia that you've collected, just to look at just for that, and just being all on your own, knowing how important all those little items are for you. So I hope that helps, and I hope you got some great ideas about including all those little random bits and things that you've collected over the years in your scrapbooks. Thanks!